My workshop is a disgusting mess at the moment. It's usually a lot tidier than this, but I'm in the process, as a sideline, of actually rebuilding a Honda gearbox out of a Honda lawnmower. This Honda is about 40 years old and transmission needs a bit of work. Having been an ex-Honda mower dealer, I know how the workings of them and how they work, so there are a few little tricks to repairing them, so hence the mess. Here's the poor mower there now, as you can see, the gearbox removed. So yeah, she's 40 odd years old and still going strong. So down at the Honda gearbox, parts all cleaned up, getting ready for reassembling. Here's the main gear drive here. This is your basically hooks to the lever for the on and off for the start stop. Basically it's just a simple dog clutch. I can try and get it here to show you. There's a simple dog clutch there that engages, and obviously that lever there just moves it on. It's either on or off. The gears themselves are basically changed with these two. You've got a first gear and a second gear. That's worked by this little plunger, which basically sits down in the top there like so, and you can see that presses down, and that actually moves the gears to engage the gears that are on the main drive shaft. So you've got a first and second gear. The problems we've had with this box is these needle roller bearings wear out. So I've got a new one coming and a new seal. That's your main drive there. There's your accompanying drive shaft, which is yet to be cleaned up, which goes on the end. And the problems you have with these boxes is they're okay in first gear, but they'll clunk and ratchet in second gear. And the way you solve that problem is twofold. First of all, you add a washer to the bottom of this, like a little packing washer, where that slides inside there. And the second way is, here is you can see it there, that's what's pushing down on that plunger, and you can see a bit of aluminium in there. File that bit of aluminium away, because I have found that it's actually hitting the stop and not pushing the plunger down far enough. So I take a little bit off the top of that stop, and that seems to solve the problem with the clunking gears. The other problem is in the cables themselves. Make sure the cables are free and clear, because they've got a spring at one end and they're only working on spring tension. If your cables are seizing up, then you will have problems. Okay, I've started to reassemble the box. It's going back together. You can see there's the on and off with the speed. It's either on or off through that dog clutch, but I do have to add an explanation. I did say about moving the gears. The gears don't actually move. I'll try and show you here. You can see this little square lug. Now that little square lug corresponds with a slot in that gear. So as that is pushed down, if I can do it, you can see that's now engaged. So that's now engaging second gear. When it sits up, it's engaging first gear. So these gears are actually constantly in touch with these two here. The gears themselves don't move. So yeah, so basically you pull the lever, go to second gear, that engages that gear, you're in second. When it slips up, it's just normally sitting in first, and then of course your drive is just through this section here. What I've done, I've put a new needle roller bearing in, so the needle roller bearing's now been installed, all nice and smooth, and a new seal on the end. So you can buy these parts, these seals and parts quite freely. You don't have to buy genuine Honda parts, which may become difficult to get. But yeah, slowly going back together. Probably another 10-15 minutes work, and we'll be ready to reinstall this transmission. Gearbox is ready to go back together. You just put some heavy weight gear oil in it, fill to just under halfway, and you're ready to put the other top casing on. I've got new seals on the drive shafts now, so ready to go. Okay, the gearbox has been reinstalled, so we're just getting ready now to adjust the cables and give it a test run. And new blades fitted as well.